Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Mommy Loves to Read. I'm Olivia and thank you for joining me today, guys. Happy New Year, everyone. We made it to 2021. Yes, let's just take a moment to give ourselves a round of applause because 2020, it was 2020. And so we are here. This is my first video of the year and I'm going to share with you guys a children's book. I thought what a perfect way to start off the year with the children's book that I absolutely love, that my kids love, and I hope you love. So here it is. The book I'm going to share with you guys today is called Your Name is a Song, and it is by Jamilah Tompkinson Bigelow. So here's the book. I love this beautiful color. I love all the colors. The cover is amazing. I actually found out about this book over on Bookstagram. One of my Bookstagram friends kind of like recommended this book to me, and I'm so glad she did. Like, this book is amazing. I will put her information down below if you want to follow her over on Bookstagram. She has amazing books and she mostly focuses on children's books, adult books too, but a lot of children's books. So if you have children in your life, maybe you work in education or anything like that, and you want to add to your home library or gift to other kids in your life, her Bookstagram is like the perfect place to find books. So I'm so excited to share this with you guys. So this book is kind of near and dear to my heart. The reason that I was so drawn to this book is it's called Your Name is a Song. And in this book, we're following a little girl, and it's her first day of school, and she is so excited. Her mom drops her off, and she's just like, I can't wait. Well, by the end of the day, when her mom picks her up, she is like, Mom, I'm not going back to that place ever again. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. And her mom is asking her, like, what happened? And she explains to her mom that she did not have a good first day of school because no one could say her name. Her teacher couldn't say her name. At recess, the kids were making fun of her name. Some of the kids were saying her name was a made-up name, like that wasn't a real name, and it just really hurt her. And so as they're walking home, her mom takes her on this journey and explains to her that her name is a song, that every name has a song. And even though sometimes people can't say your name, you can teach them how to say it, and it's like a song. And if you think about it, like when you think of a song, songs get stuck in your head. You could hear a song one time, and then all of a sudden 3 days later, you're like sitting in your car and you're like saying the song. So I love that about this book. It was just so amazing, and it brought up a lot of conversation. I bought this book to share with my 5-year-old, and it was really funny because when we were reading this book, she actually told me, she was like, oh, Mommy, this reminds me of my first day of school. My teacher couldn't say my name, and I had to like explain to her how to say it. And I thought that was really cool because she could connect it to her life, and I didn't know that. She had never told me that. And so that was like really awesome to me that she could see herself in this book. And that's one of the reasons, let me hold it up while I'm talking. That's one of the reasons why I got this book. My husband is from Mali, that is in West Africa. And so all 3 of my kids have names, I guess, that are less common here in America. We live in Texas. And so we have run into that thing where like when we go, like they're in daycare. And so the teachers always like on the first day, they're like, well, how do you say their name? And I'm not really sure. And it's a lot of like when we go to doctor's appointments, I have to correct them. Like, this is how you say my kid's name. And this book just kind of reminded me to always remind my kids to be proud of their name. Whether, even if the people around you think your name is odd or your name is weird, like your name is a song and there is meaning behind your name. And it was such an amazing book. Can you guys tell how much I love this book? So let's get into the book. I will share it with you because I'm talking about it and I haven't showed you. Like I said, the artwork in this book is really amazing. I love how the author and the illustrator, the colors that they chose to use. I also like, one of the things that I look for like in books when I buy books for my kids is that not only is the author maybe a diverse person, like a person of color or something like that, but I like when the actual characters in the book also are diverse. And I don't know if you can see from this page when they're walking down the street, you can see lots of different people, lots of different families, and everyone looks a little different. They show like a dad and he's on his phone. Here's like a dad and maybe like a son. I don't know if it's a boy or girl. Here's like a mom and a child, and this is our main character and her mother. And so I really like that. Another thing that I really like about this book is as she's going through the time and telling her daughter about all these different names, she talks about different names. And I love how the author, when she talks about these different names, she broke them down like phonetically. I don't know if you can see. So this name is Mamadou. And so she broke down Mama Do. And another reason why I love this book, my husband, my brother-in-law, his name is actually Mama Do. And so when we were reading this book, my daughter, her eyes got all big and she was like, oh my God. And I was like, look, there's Uncle Mamadou's name in that book. And it actually had my name in the book too. So I was like, I already liked this book before we read it. But then when I saw that, I was like, well, go ahead. It has all these names in there that we knew. And so I really liked that. Another reason I like this book is I work in education, and obviously every year you get a new group of kids. And one of my big things is I love to actually say the children's names correctly. And so I'm always like asking the parents how to say the child's name and writing it down like phonetically, how it sounds, so that way I know. So like, for example, if your name is Mama Do, even though it's not spelled the way it sounds, I like to write it down the way it sounds so I know that I'm saying kids' name correctly. And so I really love how she added that in the book, that she broke down each person's name of how to say it. And so I really love that. Another thing that I loved about this book, okay, so start talking.
I like this book because it has my mom's name in it.
Yeah, so on one of the pages, once again, she breaks down the names phonetically, and you can see, baby, you have to move. You can see that she has a name, and there's my name, Olivia, and she breaks it down. So like I said, this book was an amazing book. I love how it reminded kids that your name is amazing and special, and there's meaning behind your name, and not to let anyone ever make you feel discouraged or feel like your name doesn't matter or your name is not important. I really love that. I also love the artwork. Once again, like I said, I loved how she broke down the names phonetically. Like, that was everything for me, like I said, because that really does help me, like I said, at work and stuff, that making sure that I'm saying children's names correctly. And when I'm trying to explain to people how to say my kids' names, I'm always like, for example, my daughter's name is Hawa, and so I'm always I'm always having to explain to them how to say her name, like it's Ha-A-Wa, you know, or anything like that. And so I like that it did that. It made me feel a little validated, you know. And then another thing that I like at the very end of the story, the last page is a glossary of the names featured in the story. And so every single name that was featured in the story, they have it broken down once again phonetically. I don't know if y'all can see. They have it broken down phonetically, and then it tells you like the meaning of the name. So for example, I told you the name Mamadou was in there, and that is my husband's brother. And so here it has Mamadou broken down, and it tells you it's a West African variation of Muhammad, meaning praiseworthy, the name of the prophet of Islam. And so I like that, and it has it for all the names that are in this book. Another name that they had in the book was Ziamara, and so it says it's Spanish origin, meaning the name probably originates from the German name Wigma, which is a form of the word wig, meaning war, and merry, meaning famous. So I just really love that about the book, and I feel like the message in this book is amazing, and we've read it quite a few times. Did you like this book, Hawa?
Yes.
Yes, and it's Hawa approved. So thank you guys so much for joining us on this video. I had a little helper. Hold on, baby. I had a little helper today help me talk about the book. So if you guys have not read this book, go ahead and check it out. I also ordered this book from the Collective Oakland. So if you're looking for a great Black-owned bookstore to order from, they have this book in stock from the Collective Oakland. I got it really quickly. It was a great price, and it was so amazing. So until next time, guys, I hope everyone has a wonderful day. It's Saturday today, so I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. We're going to go pick up our Target order and maybe go to Chick-fil-A. So until next time, guys, bye. Don't forget to like and comment and subscribe. You gonna tell them bye?
Bye.